I watched the fight last night. Well, I ain't watched the fight, but I did watch the highlights between Anthony Joshua and Usyk. Now looking at the highlights, it was a real good fight. A lot of movement, a whole lot of movement. There wasn't really the usual movement for heavyweights. It was moving more like light heavy middleweights. So you definitely had to have your cardio game up. Usyk definitely had his cardio game strong. I feel like he definitely was moving the whole night. Good head movement, sticking in, sticking out. You know what I mean? He was tagging, a little bit hesitation, but he was going. He was throwing them blows, choosing the shots correctly. He was trying to counter correctly. He was doing a lot of good counter punches. I thought he did real well against Anthony Joshua. And this is me, just my amateur opinion. I ain't a professional fighter. I'm just letting you know from what I seen, giving you from my perspective. Anthony Joshua landed some good hits, but it was a couple of times in there where he looked just slightly winded. He wasn't moving quite as much as Usyk was. He would have liked to see a little bit more movement from him. He wasn't throwing quite as many punches. You know what I mean? I would have liked to see him throw a lot more body punches, a lot more movement from him. You know what I mean? Stop, not hesitate as much. Usyk a smaller guy, and of course you want to be protective of yourself and protective of your head. But I would like to see Joshua, you know what I mean, just go at it a little more than he did. I feel like if those Deontay Wilder and Usyk, that Deontay Wilder would have let him have it. Usyk was moving now. He would have gave Deontay Wilder some work in regards to all that movement. It might have went the distance if it did, but I don't think so with Wilder. I feel like Wilder hands too explosive. Joshua more of a technician compared to Wilder, so he would have been landing technical punches, you know what I mean? But Wilder would have been throwing them blows. I think Wilder been working on his craft, and they ain't talking about him enough. But back to the fight, I feel like Anthony Joshua did pretty good, but it was clear that Usyk conditioning was better than Joshua's was. He was more prepared. Boxing looked better too, to be honest with you. I hate to say that, but his boxing looked better. So I don't know if they're gonna rematch or not. I don't know what's the future hold for Joshua. You know what I mean? You win some, you lose some. Much respect to both of them. It ain't easy to get enough. And definitely, the way they was moving definitely made me know that I got a lot more work to do on my cardio because, dang, I was tired just watching after the first round.